He likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively. Whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most.
Just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy.
Being honest, and I think what he has done in his career is proven him.
The fight now confirmed. Pros see this as a fascinating clash of style. Canelo Alvarez relies on powerful repetitive combinations and elite counter-punching, making him a dangerous opponent. Terence Crawford, known for his unpredictability and sharp timing, could find openings if he times Canelo well. However, Crawford must prove he has the power to earn Canelo's respect, otherwise the fight could be difficult. Pros believe Canelo's strength and experience at higher weight classes give him an edge, but Crawford's technical brilliance and adaptability could help him outscore his opponent. This stylistic battle is a must-watch event.
Excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves. He can punch. He can do it all. I can't slip up and lose to this little guy. Then what will my fans think of me? What will my Mexican people think of me?
Eddie Hearn acknowledges that Canelo Alvarez has already proven himself in boxing and doesn't need to justify a fight with Jake Paul. He highlights that Canelo is now more of a businessman and is taking the fight because of the massive payday, potentially $100 million or more, rather than for legacy competition.
Well, I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively. Whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most. And maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him. Maybe he can counter-punch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly. But Madrimov was countering him. If you can counter the counter puncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Alvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh.
Hearn defends Jake Paul, saying he has been criticized for not facing top opponents, but now he might fight Canelo. However, he admits Jake has no real chance, calling Canelo a dangerous fighter. He believes Jake will lose badly, but still earn a huge amount of money.
And actually being honest, and I think what he has done in his career is proven everything, right? His resume is unbelievable. And if you want to make tons of millions to fight Jake Paul, right? Like the thing is about Canelo, you don't tell any lies. He's very transparent, right? He's not going to try and justify this fight to you that, no, what I'm doing it to bring boxing to a wider audience. No, he's doing it for a sackload of money. So whenever you see a moment with Canelo Alvarez, his question is, how much? And if he's a businessman, he's taking free, right? And at the end of the day, someone is offering whatever it is, 80, 100, 120, to fight Jake Paul. A fight in which there is absolute no risk. Right, and by the way, you can't criticise Jake Paul, because the criticism for Jake Paul has always been, when are you going to fight someone decent? Well, guess what? You might fight Canelo Alvarez. I don't hate it. I'll be watching. Yeah, maybe. It might be his last fight. Who knows?
Just 1 day ago, renowned boxing promoter Eddie Hearn confirmed that a fight between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez was in serious discussion. Hearn made it clear that Canelo is always ready to fight if the right financial offer is made, stating, "Give Canelo the money and he will fight anyone without caring if it is Turkey Alec or any offering the fight." This statement makes it obvious that Canelo was open to facing Jake Paul, provided the business side of things made sense. Money has always been a driving factor in boxing, and Canelo, like any top fighter, is willing to take on big fights that guarantee massive paydays.
Stage in boxing, no one's surprised that a fight like that's getting made. And I know you've gone out and said you do respect Jake Paul for getting in there. Canelo's a totally different beast to, a definitely out of his prime Mike Tyson. Just talk about how much respect you would have for Jake for taking that fight.
Only respect because of the money. I mean, he's not doing it for free. He's not doing it because he wants to prove himself as a great fighter. He's doing it for 100 mil as well, or whatever he's getting.
It's a very, very scary match.
It's dangerous, and he's going to get spanked.
How about rounds?
However many Canelo wants it to be. I mean, the only thing is, Jake's going to be a lot heavier and bigger. But you're not, listen, no disrespect to Jake's ability as a fighter. He's fighting Canelo Alvarez, who is one of the top fighters in the world. So, he's going to get spanked, but he's going to make a lot of money whilst receiving the spanking.
Initially, Canelo Alvarez was considering a bout against Jake Paul in May alongside discussions for a potential fight with Terence Crawford. However, Turkey Alec, chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, was reportedly displeased with the idea of Canelo facing Paul. Consequently, the Canelo vs. Jake Paul fight was cancelled, and now Canelo is set to fight Terence Crawford in September.
Nothing really. I mean, it was all very sudden, wasn't it? Is it in relation to the Jake Paul fight? I don't know. I mean, look, Canelo, I'd say all that. Canelo don't care. Right? Give him the money and he's going to fight. He doesn't really have, and this isn't a negative towards him, because he makes it clear. He has no loyalty to anyone. Right? None to me, none to PBC, none to Turkey Al Sheikh. Pay me the money, I will fight whoever you want me to fight. That's basically it. So, I guess the talk was a Crawford fight. Now it looks like the Jake Paul fight is done, by all accounts. So, does that make the Crawford fight less appealing? Because he's kind of moving into that world now. And I don't blame him, because he's going to make an absolute fortune to punch Jake Paul. And I don't mind the fight, I've got to be honest with you. I've given Jake the stick over the years because he's done some things that I didn't like, and I'm just being honest. But you have to respect him for taking the Canelo fight. He's doing that because there's a huge amount of money on the table. But I don't mind seeing it. So yeah, I don't know. I've no idea whether it's in relation to that or whatever. I've not had one conversation with it, but certainly, Canelo moving into that world, if you like, changes things perhaps in terms of.
Boxing trainer Greg Hackett weighed in on the speculated matchup between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez. He clarified that the proposed fight wasn't merely a rumor asserting that Canelo cannot fight Crawford. Hackett's insights shed light on the complexities and negotiations behind high-profile boxing matches.
We decided to pull the plug on the Canelo Terence Crawford fight September 13th at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas, due to the fact that Canelo Alvarez is trying to do a side deal outside of his 3-fight deal with Turkey Al Sheikh in Riyadh season to fight YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul May 3rd. Turkey Al Sheikh wasn't happy. And so with that said, instead of getting the 2 Hall of Fame iconic fighters, first ballot Hall of Famers in Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez in September, Turkey Al Sheikh decided, I'll find a new super fight for Terence Crawford and we'll take the deal off the table for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez then decides, nope. He and his team pick up the phone. They have a conversation with Turkey Al Sheikh, and Turkey Al Sheikh and Canelo come to a 4-fight deal that's going to cancel the Jake Paul fight May 3rd, Las Vegas at the T-Mobile, and is now going to see Canelo Alvarez possibly face William Skull, the IBF undefeated Puerto Rican champion, at 168, May in Riyadh.
Jake Paul took to Twitter to express his frustration over Canelo Alvarez's decision to back out of their anticipated fight. He tweeted, "Breaking news: Canelo Alvarez ducked me Jake Paul and is now an own slave." With no regard for the pride of the Mexican people who support him on a soil it's not surprising when his whole career he has done nothing for the sport of boxing outside the ring. "I'm the new face of boxing. You cannot have the biggest fight of 2025 without my name involved. When all of your events tank and lose money, you will all realize who the king of the sport is." 28 years old, biggest fight in boxing history. My own boss not own 5 years, and all of you felines want to see me fail, but God has other plans. It's the era of good, the era of the elephant. It's the era of MVP. Following the cancellation of the fight with Jake Paul, Canelo Alvarez has signed a 4-fight deal with Turkey Alec. This agreement signifies a significant shift in Canelo's career trajectory, aligning him with new promotional partners and opening avenues for high-profile matches.
Alright, so news got leaked that Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul in May. What? So you got people that think it's a rumor. I can confirm that it's not a rumor. This is something that we've known for a long. I'm going to say we've known for about 3 to 4 weeks.
It's not going to be a real fight. So that means Bud ain't happy.
No. They talking about Bud in September. Canelo, Jake Paul in there.
If he fight Jake Paul, he ain't gonna fight. Because he can tell you why. He got to go up to Jake Paul. You got to go up.
Yeah.
Jake Paul not coming under 200 pounds. You understand? Canelo going to do the same thing Roy did to his body. Go up and bring it back down to 68. Fuck him. He's going to do the same thing Roy did to his body.
This agreement signifies a significant shift in Canelo's career trajectory, aligning him with new promotional partners and opening avenues for high-profile matches.
Alright, let's do this. Canelo versus Crawford confirmed. Not a rumor, not speculation, not he said, she said, or someone leaking the story. Confirmed. And I guess the confirmation doesn't get much more rock solid than the Ring magazine putting this story out first. Ring magazine, obviously owned by Turkey. Turkey would have been the one to put this deal together, and Turkey would have had to give them the green light for the Ring magazine to even put that story out. That's as confirmation as you need it. That's it. The fight will happen in September. Touch wood, no injuries. Wow. Easily the biggest fight of 2025. I said a few days ago, Benavidez Morale was my most intriguing fight of 2025. Obviously, that's now been put down to second place because this has been announced. Nothing can be announced to top this.
Showbiz The Adult says the negotiations surrounding Canelo Alvarez's next fight have created significant speculation. However, Jake Paul's involvement appears to shift the focus, with reports suggesting that a fight between him and Canelo is cancelled. Eddie Hearn has not ruled out a Canelo versus Crawford match, but current hype and Jake Paul's promotional efforts strongly indicate that his fight with Canelo is set. If confirmed, this match could generate massive attention, as Paul himself claims it will be a historic event, even bigger than Mike Tyson's past fights.
You said that you'd like to go up against Canelo Alvarez. What gives you the right to call out a 59-2 boxer, one of the greatest of all time, when you've not yet proven yourself?
I'm predicting what's going to happen
In
3 more years
3
from now.
years, so 3
I'm
years.
going to get to his skill level and beat him. I have one of the greatest self-belief systems in the world, and I know what I'm capable of, and with this new team, I can give Canelo a serious for his money.
Would you ever do like exhibitions like that, or like people like Jake Paul call you out, or these like other big stars? Like, is that business wise like even worth it?
When I'm done with boxing, why not? Maybe I do it. I think it's
Like when you're done like competing at the highest level, you're saying?
yeah. I think it's good because what happened there is other people who never watch boxing, or they don't know anything about boxing. They wanna watch Jake Paul because he's coming from he brings fans from other world, right? That's good because everybody enjoy it.
Would you ever entertain that idea when you're done?
Maybe.
Turkey Alec released a video message discussing Canelo Alvarez's fight agreement during the Riyadh season.
A few weeks ago, you heard what Crawford had to say on why he wants to take on Saul Canelo Alvarez.
I just want the opportunity, to fight the best fighter in my generation that's out there. He's the most accomplished fighter, and I would just like to, fight another great.
Which is a very noble reason. I mean, it's a reason that I can get behind. if you notice, his primary reason was the money. He did say it would be the biggest fight, which, you know, you do want a big fight, but I don't think he meant monetary, which the money comes, okay? But what he's saying is he want to test himself versus the best. And I think he's telling the truth here, right? Of course, he wanted big money and stuff like that, but I think his swan song is just him testing himself up against the very best. Those are the reasons the more he can get behind him.
Are you tired of people asking you about Terence yet?
No, look, there's I always say, I respect Terence Crawford. He's a very talented fighter, but he just win one big fight. If you see his record, he just beat one good fighter like Alvarez Terence is. But other than that, I don't think he's beating other great fighter like Spence. He did a really good job with Spence. He did like almost look it very easy. But I knew Terence Crawford is a great fighter. But you know, you never know in boxing.
He urged fans not to overlook this development and highlighted the positive impact of these events on the sport of boxing. Al-Sheikh's involvement brings a new dimension to boxing promotions, especially in the Middle East.
YouTube influencer versus pound for pound great being the hang-up in the fight, being the one that stops the momentum. Because it's not happening. There is no world.
Okay, then let me ask you
May I be
this.
struck by lightning right now if this is possible?
Wow, lightning bet.
If this happens,
There's just no way. There is no way.
Wait. If what happens? If the fight happens, or if the upset of
If
the
Jake
century
Paul,
happens?
if Jake Paul derails Terence Crawford versus Canelo by
All credit to
beating Canelo,
then you book
there's
Jake
no
Paul
chance.
versus Terence Crawford.
Zero.
Okay, let me ask you this. If that fight ends up being close,
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to watch that fight, right?
A lot, because I think a lot of people are going to want to see Jake Paul lose, and
100%. Canelo's going to do this.
Be like
Canelo would do this. And we'll
Let's
just talk.
backtrack to your first question, which is interest. I'm very interested because, as I've long said, I'm on this corner. I only care about Jake Paul in spectacles. It would be an absolute spectacle to see a pound for pound. First, he did Mike Tyson, which, and I'm not going all the way back, but I'm saying in his most recent outing, Mike Tyson, an all-time legend, a pop culture icon, versus Jake Paul, is a spectacle. Now you're going the opposite direction to nearly in his prime. We'll say maybe like he's on the back nine, but he's still close to his prime. He's still a top 5 pound for pound on pretty much anybody's list fighter. Going against Jake Paul, I'm in for the spectacle. I'm in. I don't think Jake Paul has a chance in hell, but I'm in for the spectacle.
And how long has he been beating the drum on that? He's been saying he's going to do this forever.
Listen, let's see what happens.
Like credit to him if it's
Be great. That'll be 3 times. The 154 win the belt. That's 3 times super. Then I say super great. Come on, Canelo. 160.
Well, if he can get in there with Charlo with like his next 2 fights, he still got Asian side and maybe work. Like if he's trying to chase the greatness. But I mean, he already does something that's never been done. Charlo don't win that.
Terence Crawford, I see he wants to fight. He's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but you know, like I say, he's a weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and you never know what happens.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying like, hey, forget about Canelo. That was a tough fight with Madrimov. Go ahead and give Boots a shot. Give Boots the chance. But Eddie's saying, hey, I think Crawford's saying, hey, give me the Canelo fight, or I'm not fighting. I'm done.
Why? What he got to do to Boot? Boot trying to take over and start beating the guys around him. He's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 with him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looks trying to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He will take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight for the beat it. If he don't beat him, he say, okay, I think it's as high as I can go.
That'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if he gets the win. Oh my God.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.
Meanwhile, boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. shared his thoughts on the upcoming bout between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. He opined that if Canelo executes his strategy effectively, he will emerge victorious. However, if he falters, Crawford could seize the win. Jones's analysis underscores the high stakes and the evenly matched nature of this anticipated fight.